Hi there, welcome back. Today I've got a little project set to share with you. I've got this little Christmas card here featuring the Labels to Love stamp set, and I've made a little matching tag to go with it. So I hope you enjoy popping this together with me. So I've got a very vanilla card base, folded card base, and I've got some Moroccan washi tape left over from last year, and I loved the early espresso brown colour in it and the way it worked with the other colours in design. I'm using the background grid to try and line that up. Get it as even as possible. And then I'll just trim the edges with my scissors. I don't use a lot of washi tape, and it's really nice when you can find an excuse to get it out and use it up. The next step is to secure this piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. Onto the card base like that. So I've got some leftover Christmas paper from last year that I've just picked up a vanilla and cherry cobbler pattern from, and I've cut it with the Stitch Framelits die set. And before I put that down, I want to use some of this lace trim in behind. I'm going to attach that with a little bit of tear and tape adhesive. I'm going to use my foam dimensionals to lift that up over the ribbon. So I've got some offcuts of very vanilla I'm going to use for my tag bases. I'm going to stamp them in Delightful Dijon, which is this tone here. And then I'm going to stamp again in Cherry Cobbler. Once they're stamped, I'm going to cut them with the matching label punch. And the little Christmas, I'm going to fussy cut out and stick over the top. Now to finish off the little tag and to be able to incorporate that touch of early espresso back through, I thought I'd use my Stampin' Write marker, the fine tip end, and a ruler, and just rule a couple of lines on the bottom. Now that tag is ready to go on, but before it does, I wanted to tie this Dijon colour across, and I had some retired in colour doilies, and I thought just having that touch of doily on the bottom there would achieve that. So I'm going to use a little bit of tape, and I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals there. Probably about there. And the very last step is to add some jewels. So I've got these pearls. I'll use my little tweezers. I've gone with a big one up here on the cherry cobbler, and I've got a couple of the smaller ones to scatter around. I like to work in threes, so I'll balance that with one over there. And there's the first card. And now for a matching tag. While it is we were going, we did cut some pieces. So I've got a scalloped circle from the layered circle thinlets, and I've got another stitched framelit circle which I cut the exact same time I did the card circle. I'm just going to stick that flat on. Now I'm going to get my hole punch to pop a tag hole in the top. And to finish that one off, I'm going to attach the yellow again. And then that's going to come up on dimensionals here. Or maybe a little bit further over. Just looking at that dot there, and I want to have it kind of over to the right, but not too high. About there. Alright, and then to tie across the early espresso and the lovely lace, I thought what I would do is just add some ribbon through the hole there. So I've got the retired striped ribbon in early espresso, and I've got some of this delightful Dijon ribbon. So I'm going to thread those through the hole together. And then add a little bit of the lace. And I'll double knot that so it holds into place. Just trim the edges. There we go. So we've got our tag. And there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial and that you'll be back to see more creations soon.